What is up, beautiful people? It's me, Tyra J, back again with another one. And today, as you can see, I have a new hairdo. And in this video, I'm going to be showing you how I accomplished this look. They call this the Butterfly Locks Bob look. And it took me 2 days to accomplish this look because I just got super tired. And the braiding part is like mad time consuming, but if you are interested in finding out how I achieved this look, definitely stay tuned for the rest of the video and see how I got this look. I am giving you a full detailed video of how I accomplished this, from in super close up, doing it in the video, to explanations to materials, what you would need. And I give you 2 different methods of how you can accomplish this. So no worries, girl. We're going to get this style and we're going to get it today. Okay? But before I get into the video, I do want to talk a little bit about the hairstyle and the different things that I noticed while I was doing it. So just go ahead and pour your glass of wine and stay tuned, and make sure you subscribe to my channel because you don't want to miss it. Subscribe to my channel now. Don't wait. Go right now. Subscribe and like this video because I took forever to do this, but I love this hairstyle so much, and I think that once you accomplish this look, you will love it too. So definitely give this a big thumbs up and send this and forward this around to all your girlfriends because this is the simplest way to accomplish butterfly locks. Okay? But anywho, so I did want to chat a little bit about the different things that I noticed in regards to these butterfly locks. For starters, the 2 different brands that I realized that you can and cannot use. So this hair, I use the same exact hair for my passion twist. It's the free tress. It's the free tress. My skin is like doing whatever it wants to do. Anyway, it's the free tress water wave hair. Normally when I do my passion twist, I use the free tress water wave, but I use the bohemian braid pattern. And I also use another brand called Lulu Tress. So the difference between Lulu Tress and free tress is Lulu Tress is a little bit natural, like it don't have like this super crazy shine. It doesn't matte together like free tress mattes together for some reason, and you really have to like just continue to rub your fingers through your hair or your locks are gonna like matte together. I think it's the texture of the hair, so that is something to keep in mind. Free tress versus Lulu Tress. Lulu Tress is a bit thicker and natural hair like, and this free tress has more of a shine to it, which is, and it's much more curlier. Wow, free tress will give you, it's curly, but it's not as curly as the free tress. Lulu Tress is in free tress. So it's really your preference. I think that I would recommend you to use both at the same exact time. It probably would give a more of a fuzzy lock feel to it because of the Lulu Tress. Or you could do the technique that I did. I used single twist braid hair. I don't know what it's called. I'll show you the picture in a second. But the hair that you use for single twist, I put that in some of my locks just so it could be much more stiffer. As you can see the difference between these 2. This one has braid hair underneath it and this one doesn't. This is just doubled up free tress hair, and this is just 1.5 in the braid hair underneath it. So it's a huge difference. It's really your preference on how you want your braids to look, how your locks to look. But again, this is, once you get the hang of it, it is a super easy technique, kind of, sort of, but it is time consuming. So if you want to see how I accomplish this look, definitely stay tuned because it is happening now. Okay guys, so this is the final product because it took me about 3 hours to do this, because the hardest thing to do is part your hair in a room full of windows and the sun is shining and it's reflecting off of the mirror, so you can't see the back of your hair. Plus you already can't see the back of your hair just naturally, so that's super hard to do. So I was just like, whatever, I'm just gonna spend the day doing my hair. So take my time. I did want my parts to be nice. I did use the jam and I braided it down. Some of them I braided it all the way to the end. Some of them I started braiding it and then I converted it into 2-strand twists. It's really an option, but I do recommend, some girls on here say you don't have to braid your hair all the way to the end. I do recommend you do that so you don't have split ends. Braid it as far as you can like this. Like this is a split end and I might end up cutting this little piece because it's way too straight for my liking, but I haven't decided yet. So this is what you start with. I did not use the rubber band method. I said that this time around that I'm gonna see how long and natural this comes out to look and how long I have this before it starts looking a little rough without the rubber band method. So plus I don't like how it looks when my hair starts to get dirty and I have the rubber band method in, because even when I oil my scalp, the gook around the rubber band stays, and I just don't like that. So I decided to just do it like this. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the material of what you would need, and then I'm going to show you guys how to do the butterfly faux locks in a bottle. Okay, so the first thing you will need, which is the free tress braid water wave. You can use the boho bohemian braid curl, but this is the water wave. I have 6 packs of these, and then I have 1 pack of Jamaican twist braid. I only use 1 because I'm not going to use that much hair. I'm just going to give each one of these some length, and I do believe that 1 pack will work. If it doesn't work, I will follow up and say that I have to get another pack, but I am crossing my fingers that 1 pack will work. You do need some jam. I got this Shine Jam here. This is my first time ever using this. It's okay. Everything don't really adjust to my hair well, so I guess it's cool. And then you need of course you need a, what is this called? Crochet hook. And then a rat tail comb for your parting. Leave-in conditioner, just for when you're spraying and putting the gel in your hair and you're braiding it up. Definitely put some leave-in conditioner. And then what I did was oil my scalp with vitamin E oil and tea tree oil. And then when I got done braiding my hair, I did this moisturizing scalp treatment from my Organics. And then boom, this is the final touch, and that is everything you'll need for the butterfly faux locks. So let's get started. Okay, so here we have pretty much all of my hair already done, and I left these 2 out just to be able to show you guys how to do it. In this video, I'm going to be showing you 2 different ways to do your butterfly faux locks. I do apologize in advance if the camera keeps moving because it is sitting on the bed. So let's get into it. So the first method that I am going to show you is how to include the Jamaican twist hair underneath your free tress hair, and then the next method is going to be a tad bit different. So if you want to go ahead and grab one of your strings of your Jamaican twist hair and cut it in half, because you don't necessarily need both of them unless you want a really thick twist or lock or whatever. So I went ahead and cut that in half, and then I got my free tress hair and I began to just like run my fingers through it, just make it a little rough and fuzzy. I don't want the real original pattern in it, so I'm just going to try to comb that out the best way I can on both sides. It's really your preference. Some of my hair I use 1.5, sometimes I use 2, it just to give it some like flavor and feel and dimension. Some are bigger than others because realistically all locks are not even or big or small. So yeah, I went ahead and did that. So here is 2 of the free tress hair that I went and untangled. So now I am going to go ahead and grab my, so it looks like I'm untangling the second one too, just to have that already ready. Sorry guys. So, I mean, this is a great idea. Go ahead and prep your hair first. Untangle as many as you can. I would say 1 pack at a time. Untangle your whole pack of free tress hair and make it look kind of frizzy and puffy like that, and then go ahead and do as much as you can with that. and then go and then start section your hair. Basically, that's what I'm saying. Do your hair by sections. So one pack at a time. Whenever you run out of that pack, go ahead to the next section and untangle and unravel your hair. It may go faster, it may not. I'm sorry if it doesn't, but hey, this is the step that I use. I untangled all of my hair first, and then I went ahead and started doing my faux lock. So now that I have two of the pieces ready for these two locks that I have waiting to show you guys how to do, I'm going to go ahead and get my braiding hair. As you can see, my arms are hurting. And I didn't have the materials needed, so I needed to get me the crochet needle, and I could not find my scissors even though they were sitting right in front of me. But hey, let's get started, guys. Enough rambling. So I'm going to go ahead and put the crochet needle, unhook it or unlock it, if I must say, and then get my braid hair, just one half of it. Again, you don't need the whole strand of it. Just use one half if you're using a bob. And what I do is I twist it in the middle, as you can see here, just so it can wrap and have a clean hook around the crochet hook. So yeah, as you can see, I unlock the hook and then run it underneath my braid where the root is. And then on the hook, I'm going to go ahead and hook the twisted portion onto the hook. Again, I do believe this is much easier than trying to hook the loose hair onto the hook, because you might not get the whole thing. So yeah, just twist it up a little bit and make it tight, and then close your hook and then pull it through. Don't pull the whole entire braid hair through, just pull one half of it through. So you'll have something that kind of looks like this. You have it on one side and the other side. Simple enough, right? So then you're going to level it up with how long you want your hair to be. Again, it doesn't have to be even. It really is up to you and how you decide to do it. And again, I went ahead and did the same thing with my free tress hair. I twisted it in the center just so it can be much easier to hook around the crochet needle, because it's really hard to hook and grab the entire piece if you have the free hair just hanging around. So again, grab all of your hair, including the braid hair that you just added, and then hook your free tress hair on top of the hook, and then close your hatchet just like that, and then pull it through. And then you're going to do the same exact thing that you just did with the braiding hair, and you're not going to pull it all the way through. You're just going to pull one half of it to the other side. So you can have one half on one side and one half on the other side. Again, simple enough. And you're going to do the same exact thing again. You're going to level it up to where you want the length of your lock to be, which is mine, just pretty much bob style. So I just pull the rest, and I'm going to wrap the rest around. So here is what you have to notice is how is your free tress hair being twisted. You're going to continue to twist in that direction. So you're going to wrap it as tight as you can around your root about 3 to 4 times. This may be hard if you're not sitting in front of a mirror, because you do need to see what you're wrapping around if you're not comfortable with how far up and down you are. So yeah, go ahead and wrap that about 3 to 4 times just to be safe, as tight as you can. And it should come out looking something like this. Some of my locks I did it about 5 or 6. Some of my locks I did about 3 or 4. It just really depends on you and how comfortable you are. Just make sure you have it secure and tight. So here we go with the butterfly method. As you can see, I took my thumb and I just grabbed the bottom portion of the hair that I'm twisting, and then I'm going to twist it around on top of my thumb. I want to twist that about twice. You can do about 3 or 4 times if you like, but I did twist it around twice. And then I'm going to release my thumb from the loop, as you can see here, and then I'm going to twist underneath the loop about twice. And then I'm just going to keep going down my lock. They do recommend you do this a little loose so it can be kind of thick and flowy, but I wasn't really sure if I liked that much, so I did do my locks pretty tight all the way around. Well, majority of them I did do them tight because I didn't want them unraveling, because I knew this was my first time doing it. So I didn't want to do the loose look because I did not know how that was going to turn out. So again, I'm going to show you guys one more time how I do the butterfly method with my thumb. Again, it's super easy. I'm going to, as you can see, I'm going to grab just a little bit of the hair that I'm using to wrap around. And then I'm going to wrap around the top of my thumb. I'm going to do that at least twice. Wrap it around the top of my thumb just to hold the loop in place. And then I'm going to release my thumb out of the hair, and I'm going to wrap underneath the loop about twice and just keep on going down and down and down and down. You really don't have, there's no method to when you should do the loop. It's really up to you. I kind of did all of mine a bit different so they won't lay and all be in unison. So that's what I would recommend you do. You may want to wrap it about 4 or 5 times down and then do your loop. It may be 2 times down and do your loop, and then maybe 6 times down and do your loop. It is really up to you where you want your loops to lay. You can do your loop every 2 wraps, really, honestly. It's really up to you. And then I'm just going to go ahead and finish off this lock really quickly, and then I'm going to show you guys how to close your lock and secure it without no problem. As you can see here, I am just finishing up this lock, and if you notice, my loops are pretty much various around the lock. I didn't do them all in unison. I have 4 hoops up in my lock that I use with my thumb. So here is how you close the lock. If you do have the braid hair, make sure the braid hair is hanging down the bottom. You're going to connect your free tress hair together and pull a really small piece out of it. And after that, that's what you're going to use. Again, you're not going to use the braid hair at all. So hold that in your hand. And what I recommend is that you do not loop your finger in the middle of it, because it's going to make a super huge space that is not going to look good. So don't put your thumb in the middle of it, because you're going to have a hole right there after you wrap it around, or it's going to be really fat at the bottom of your dread, just like that, well, your lock, just how it was. So make sure you hold the hair flat to your lock. It's super easy. It's really not difficult. You can really just hold it like this, and that's how you will close it. And then the really thin piece that you did grab, you're going to go ahead and wrap that up. So to secure, yep, as you can see, you can go ahead and wrap that up, wrap it around as many times you can until that hair runs out or it folds right into the rest of the curl hair that you have. And then as you continue to do that, you're going to just go ahead and continue to wrap that hair up around the lock just to give it more definition. You can probably throw another butterfly little effect in there if you have enough hair to do so. Or you just wrap it up as tightly as you can. Again, I didn't use nail glue for any of this. None of my hair has come out yet. I am voicing over this. It's been about 2 days since I've had this hairdo, and my hair have not come out because I did it as tightly as possible and I secured it as tightly as possible. After that, you're going to just rub it between your hands. To me, that's the best method of securing your lock. You don't really need nail glue because that's going to be super hard to take out. So after that, the rest of the braid hair that you have hanging over, you're just going to go ahead and cut that off. I thought I had my scissors, but clearly they were right in front of me, and that's why I wear glasses, but whatever. And yeah, you're just going to go ahead and cut that as high as possible without cutting the rest of your free tress hair. And ta-da! You have a lock already there and complete. See, sis, it is a super easy thing to do. And I'm going to show you guys again how to do this one more time without using the braid method, okay? So as you can see here, I do have a doubled up free tress hair. I'm not using the braid hair, Jamaican twist hair. I'm not going to be using that at all. I'm just going to double up the free tress hair. It really does not matter which one you use. It really doesn't matter, honestly. It really is your preference on how tight you want your lock to look or how fuzzy you want your lock to look. So let's get started. You're going to do the same exact thing you did before. Open your crochet hook. Make sure the hatch is open. Twist your loop around your crochet hook and then pull it through. Don't pull it all the way, just a little bit, and then you're going to have one half of your free tress hair on one side and then the other half on the other side. Perfect. If you made it this far, you got this down pack. Okay, so then go ahead and grab your hair and the free tress hair together, and keep in mind, as I stated before, how your free tress hair is twisted. You do want to twist it in that direction so your curl can lock perfectly. Here I am again struggling with the camera. I do believe the phone may have fell down on the bed. Sorry about that, but yeah, you're gonna go ahead and twist it in the direction of how your hair is, how the free tress hair is already curling. Do it about 3 to 4 times at your roots, maybe even 5 or 6, just to give it a little different effect of how each lock can be different and to be its own identity, have its own identity. And then just go ahead and begin your butterfly method. So I'm going to go ahead and just twist this and then explain to you again how I did the butterfly method with my finger. So here I have my thumb and a really small portion of the hair that I'm twisting around at the bottom, and then I'm twisting it around the top of my thumb 2 times, and then I'm going to twist it around the bottom of it 2 times and just continue to lock down and continue to lock down until I'm ready to do the butterfly method again. Again, you're going to use your thumb to do this. You only need a little bit of it. As you can see here, you only need a little bit of it, and twist on top of it at least 2 times. As you can see here, let go of it. Make sure you have your hair underneath the loop. You can pull it out if you need to, make it fuzzy. However you want to do it, just make it fuzzy. You rub your fingers on it just like that and loop it around underneath it as well. And just keep on locking it down as much as you can. You can wrap it around twice and loop it again. It really does not matter where you put your butterfly loops at, because all your locks are gonna not look the same unless you want them to look the same, which is really, really hard. But yeah, why would you want them to look the same anyway? No locks are the same. So just go ahead and do it. You can do 5 or 6 loops. It really does not matter. Again, put your thumb at the bottom of the twist around hair and then loop on top of that about twice, and then loop on the bottom of it about twice, and then go ahead and loop down. Don't worry about how big of a loop it is, because once your hair lays all together, it's just going to fall right into place with each other, and it's going to look beautiful. Again, I guarantee it is going to look beautiful. And if you can remember the previous lock that I just did, I think I had about 4 in that one, and I only have 3 in this one. So yeah, it really does not matter, guys. So now that we are at the very end of the lock, you're going to do the same exact thing. Combine all of your free tress hair together and pull just a little piece out of it just for safekeeping, and then fold it up to make it flat as possible. Hold it with, you really need both of your hands to do this, because this is kind of hard. And then just wrap it around the little piece around the hair that you folded up and the lock together, just to secure it in place. And do it as much as you can until that hair runs out or it falls right into place with the hair that you have left over. And then go ahead and continue to just lock your hair going up. Use the rest of the hair, connect all of it together, and just lock it up. You can throw in another butterfly little loop if you want to. Again, it's really your preference. You do the same thing going up, loop it underneath, and then loop it over the top of it, and just close it out as much as you can. And this is what your final look would be. So it really is your preference. It is a tad bit different than the other one that I did, but not that huge of a difference. So I did both of these 2 methods around my entire head, and I hope this video helped you guys or someone, because yeah, and that is that. This is my full butterfly lock style, and you can go ahead and put some beautiful jewelry in it if you want to. Oh yeah, here's the difference between using doubling up with the free tress and doubling up with the free tress and then using the Jamaican twist hair. The Jamaican twist hair has it does give it a little stiffer effect, while the free tress hair does give it more of a curly look. So again, it really is your preference. I did one or the other all around my hair just to give it a nice unison form. It's not all curly around my head because again, the free tress hair does mat up really quickly. So I wanted some to be stiff, some to be frizzy, and I absolutely love how my hair turned out, and I hope you guys love this tutorial as well. Again, this is my first time ever doing this, so good luck, guys. I'm just gonna go ahead and add some cute jewelry to my hair, and you can do that as well. I got this for like $1 and some change at your local beauty supply store. And yeah, there's that. Peace out. I love y'all. Thanks y'all so much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. Peace. Super easy technique, kind of, sort of, but it is time consuming. So if you want to let's get started. I don't want to so if you want to see how I accomplish this look, definitely stay tuned because it is happening now.